Greetings, Intellear employees. It's me again, Beth Schreckengast, Intellear's Learning and Development Manager. I want to say thank you for being a part of the hugely successful Grow 18 initiative for our corporate education program. Over the duration of 2018, Intellear employees have taken giant steps towards developing a culture of learning by taking advantage of professional development opportunities. From over 15,000 courses being registered for in our prior learning management system, to having an almost 50% increase in the amount of self-enrolled courses completed in our own internal Discover LMS, we're reaping the benefits of staying dedicated to career and lifelong learning. The time has come now to improve on our 2018 progress and start 2019 out with a bang. Consistent with requirements from last year, we're going to keep the same guidelines of 24 education hours required for 2019 at the rate of at least 6 hours per quarter. So that means either earn 6 hours per quarter for a total of 24 by the end of the year, earn 24 credits right off the bat and complete your entire obligation for 2019 early, or continue to go above and beyond 24 hours to earn an exceeds or exceptional rating for your corporate education requirement. We couldn't let the new year and program kick off without some improvements though. So without further ado, let's check out what's in store for Grow 19. Our corporate education initiative for 2019. On the HR Training and Development portal site, you'll see a refreshed look. The graphic at the top of the page indicates your required 24 corporate education hours needed for the year. Again, you must complete your hours at a rate of at least 6 per quarter until you reach 24, but you can work ahead and complete all of the required hours at your earliest convenience. On the right side of the page, you'll see two call-out buttons. The first lets you see the snapshot report you're accustomed to, which shows how many hours you've documented thus far. The newly added second button allows you to see the detailed report, which shows you exactly what sessions make up the hours that have been tabulated for you. The tabs at the bottom of this workbook indicate the sources of those hours. This scoreboard is updated every 2 weeks, typically on every payday. During the last week of the quarter, the scoreboard will be emailed and updated on a daily basis. Please don't wait until the last minute to get your 6 hours done. Scrolling further down the portal page, you'll see mention of our CEO Pick program with details on the current series. If you're in need of additional hours to meet your quarterly goal, the current CEO Pick is a good place to start. Not only is the series recommended by Julius, our CEO, as a highly beneficial opportunity for professional development, but those who have completed the series by quarter's end will be entered into a drawing to win one of 3 $50 gift cards. Previous CEO picks are also listed as a suggestion if you're looking for more selections recommended by Julius. Below this, we've got another interactive avenue for you to not only see what prior courses others are finding useful, but you can provide your own recommendations as well. These courses are grouped by category, for example, business skills. And after clicking on the title of the course, you'll find a description of the course, and hopefully some comments on why the course is useful. To add your own suggestion, click on the call-out button to the right and fill in as much description as you'd like. Again, it's helpful for others to know why you thought the course was useful. Both the course category and course description can be found on the prior site. Below this, we have all of the forms needed for you to get your hours documented. The forms have been updated to not only total the hours for you, but you're also given a conversion calculator at the top of the page to accurately change the course minutes to course hours. For example, if you attend a 45-minute course, entering 45 minutes shows the accurate conversion to 75/100ths, which is what's used on the scoreboard. The form's title will tell you which applies to what situation. Understand that no form needs to be filled out for completion of Discover and/or prior LMS courses, as reports for these are automatically run on these two systems for you. Finally, a new form has been added to better document hours received through team trainings. On this form, you'll be asked to describe what learning took place during the training, with an area for you to add a list of participants so that they may all receive consistent credit for attending the training. Remember, team meetings do not count as professional training and development. As a rule of thumb, meetings will only be counted as training if a third party is invited into the call to teach your group something new which will help you grow professionally. Now that we've got the intros out of the way, let's talk a little more about what counts for your professional development hours and how to document those hours. For the sake of consistency, we want to make sure you are clear about both. Generally speaking, the professional development hours that can and should be documented and recorded for our corporate education program includes trainings and seminars which enhance your professional skills and knowledge, like change management or advanced applications training to improve your existing skill set, or courses which prepare you for the next step in your career, like leadership training or cross-development training. These trainings must also have a concrete, objective, trackable duration. In Kevin Johnston's article, The Differences Between Staff Development and Professional Development, he nicely labels skills that are expected of you in your job as staff development, and those which contribute to your professionalism and competency as professional development. Although there may be a few exceptions which should be approved by the Learning and Development Manager along with your supervisor, staff development, like skills required for you to perform your job without fail, will not be counted for corporate education hours. For extra clarity, here are a few examples. Training on our member resources website. You are expected as an Inteler employee to understand what Member Resources is and how it works. Time spent learning about this tool does not count towards your corporate education hours. Training on our CRM website. Again, you are expected as an employee at Inteler to understand what the CRM is. Furthermore, in most job functions, you are expected to understand how to use the system. Time spent learning about this tool doesn't count towards your corporate education hours. College courses. This depends. Are you taking a local community college course on balancing your personal budget? Or are you taking a course in financing and accounting to earn a degree or additional certification? It kind of goes without explanation. A course for which you're earning a job-related degree or certification can and should be documented for corporate education hours. Now the question might remain, how many hours can be documented? The answer here is the semester or quarter credit value for the course. A 3-credit course will be worth 3 education hours. Staff meetings, whether they be weekly department meetings or quarterly alliance meetings, will not be counted for corporate education hours, unless you're bringing a third party in, either within or outside the organization, to train you on increasing your professional competency. The time in your meetings which has been dedicated to these skills enhancements is what is to be documented. For example's sake, let's say your manager is bringing in someone to provide training on Microsoft Excel. This is a skill enhancement which increases your competency in the application, and it can be counted for corporate education hours. If 15 minutes of your 30-minute meeting is dedicated to this training, then 15 minutes can be recorded. We've even had a new form created for team trainings so that everyone within your team can receive a consistent amount of hours for the same trainings. One point person from your group should fill this form out, attach the list of participants, and send it to Crystal Bowen to be recorded. When speaking in terms of objective and trackable time, study groups, reading books, or studying for courses cannot be documented. In a group of people, each person studies, reads, and learns differently, which makes it difficult and possibly unfair to track. For one person, it may take 2 hours to read a book chapter, whereas for another, it may take 5 minutes. Because of that reason, independent work or studying won't count for corporate education hours. If you're attending a week-long professional development conference, only the hours spent in your sessions can be recorded for corporate education hours. To be clear, you're not documenting 40 hours of education. You're maybe documenting 5 or so hours per day spent in your sessions, excluding networking events or time allotted to lunch or transitioning between classes. As always, if you have any questions about the program, please feel free to contact Beth Schreckengast and/or Crystal Bowen. If you have a question specific to our prior learning management system, you can reach out to our prior support team at the contact information listed. Feel free to copy Beth and Crystal here too in case they're able to provide a quicker answer. Our number one focus and goal with our corporate education program is to provide you with resources, opportunities, and wisdom to help you grow on the job so that you're always on that road to self-improvement to grow professionally here at Intellear or wherever your career may lead you. Thank you for listening, and good luck with completing hours for our corporate education program for 2019.